I just thought about the title. This is me building my first ever map. Part 1. Because ain't no way I'm gonna build this massive thing on day 1. And what I mean massive is, literally, I'm just gonna build my first ever map. So, I don't own these. My friend built this for me. And I cleared it. We were gonna make another map and start running, but yeah. We have Ultramate. What? We got a thing where you click the button and it will keep going round and it'll keep dispersing arrows. The only way to break it is you just grab it there. But I'm keeping that. This. Alright. So, I've gotten the biome, and since the map used to be the space biome, the space stuff is still here. Yeah. Anyway, I've already done the name, which is good. And yeah, so I'm gonna put it down a bit so that won't get in the way. But first, I have to do a time lapse of getting rid of that. All of these. So, I guess, let's get started. Alright, now that's done. There's like no more. So, I have just realized I need to place it down one more. There we go. Now we can start building. Yippee! So, gonna put you like here as I make the start area. It's gonna be pain. So I've built it. I've built the whole outline that was here. Yeah. I've obviously kept the thing. This. Press the button, then I destroy it right there. Anyway, this is going to be part 1, like I keep saying. And it's gonna be the outline and shop and stuff. Yeah. I built this like the end of 1.0 to the start of 2.0. This obviously wasn't here, but I'm using it. Room. Run from the... Oh no, there's 2 run from the... Hold up. We're just gonna abandon that for now. And I don't really like stuff like that. So I'm going to block it off. So, time lapse again. Right. Alright, and that's it. And then I remember, like, very clearly, right there, I put a, like, I found it, a no copy. And I remember, I don't want anyone seeing it. So I want, like, for an example, I wanted, like, no one to see it. So I was like, I have an idea. And I went, I grabbed it, and I shoved it in there. Oh wait. There. Nothing there. But you can pull out a copy. And yeah. You might be able to see it in there. Hey. Whatever. Room. No, it didn't work. Anyway. Time for the shopping. I like the shop. So, I didn't really own much blocks back then. Obviously. I remember this side was. Oh, wait. I remember this side had this shop around here. Oh yeah, I'm trying to put it as far in as possible. There. Like that. I'll put that hiding. There, put it as close as possible. And you could go behind it. Oh wait, I need the camera. And then I put a pause and an item restrictor. And this was kind of like a PvP map a little bit. And you'll see how it is. Well, I'll tell you right now. So the whole map was, just think about that whole space is trampolines. And they were mainly this color, neon. There were like 2 of these and 1 of these. And how it was fighting is you would bounce around with your friends, you would have bats and you would bounce and smack them. So yeah, allowed items. Gonna make it no 2.0 stuff. Dagger. And then you could also have punching glove. And there was no guns as well and shields. Yeah. And then this side was pretty fun. Wait. No, the shop was this side. I got it wrong. Shop's this side. But wait. Try and place it there. I remember the shop is meant to be here. 5 Kubundas. Anyway. Oh wait, no. Yeah, that is right. The shop's meant to stay over there. And then the rest of the stuff was over here. You would jump over this, get to the beach to grab, and then you'd go over, and these wouldn't be here. This was kinda... What? Why won't it let me place? Oh, I see. I'm just gonna put that there for now. And then you got the pet stuff. Looking like this. Then here was the RC. And then I remember in the front, there was specifically 4 of these. They were 1 block away. Like that. Wait, no, there were 2. There were 2 right here. So people could fill up on their cotton. And yeah. That's the shop and stuff. Oh wait, can I move this over a bit? Yes, I can. Alright, good. Oh yeah. What about that? How you could only see a couple of the cosmetics. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Actually, I could swap this over. But it won't be original. Because... Wait, no, I'm pretty sure it was this way. Yeah, it was this way. Because when I was building it, I was like, oh wait, people won't be able to see all the cosmetics. And look, it just looks better. So yeah. Now... Yeah, what am I... I'm gonna... If you are wondering why it cut, it's because I said something and I was thinking, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so it's nearly the end. I'm just gonna have to place in thing. It's an annoying thing. Just you subscribe. Alright, well. Time for a timer. Where did one of my air grabbers go? I'm just getting another air grabber too soon. Oh no. I'll begin a time lapse. No. Boop. That's part 1 done. All I have to do is place walls around it now. Alright guys, I forgot to tell you, but I'm now adding on a roof. And I'm not gonna use it. Oh no. Alright, well. I'm just putting lights in there. And then... yeah. Alright. Well, that's the end of episode 1. Sadly. So yeah. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because maybe tomorrow or the day after I'm gonna do the rest. Oh wait, before we go, we need to fix up this thing. It looks hideous. There we go. Wait. Too big. Beautiful. Yeah, it's meant to be that big. Gotta put that black so I remember. Alright, so that's done. Okay, we stop. There we go. Alright, so I realized I made the hole a bit too big, so I've made it smaller. Like, there. But first, I know this wasn't, well, this wasn't hidden. Wait, no, never mind. That out. If you want more stuff like this, especially part 2, like and subscribe.